Well, hey guys, Silly Talk here. Welcome back to another episode of ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. This is episode 95. Before we get into things, my apologies for not uploading over the past little bit. I've been sick. I'm kind of finally coming out of that illness I've had for about a week. And just general schooling stuff, kind of getting busy. The whole shebang. Luckily though, we're back at it. We're back on the path. We're back on the trail, if you will. This is Hardcore TV, of course. If you hear any cat bass noises, this is Jesse. He's right over here. He's an old man. No, he's not that old, but basically one of my cats. He's just here. He's purring his ass off for some reason. I don't really know what's wrong with him, but I've decided not to kick him out for now, but that's probably going to come back to bite me in the ass when he decides he wants to leave when I'm like halfway through this video. We are in... Where are we tonight? We are in the Jadwin Gymnasium in New Jersey. That seems like it's an okay number. We can probably fill that a little bit. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. This is the go-home show for the house party. House party? I think it's house party. Whatever our September TV special is. Pretty sure it's house party. Let's do it. We're kicking things off with a 98 A-star. Good God. As we just see Taz backstage shadowboxing. He's just, hammering away at nothing, at the air, thus shadow boxing. Overall, he looks, oh my God, there's a cat now at the door crying. They're all freaking out. But anyways, Taz is shadow boxing. He's a killer, and he's doing killer things. He's obviously getting ready for Hayabusa, who he has soon. I think probably 2 weeks from now. I have to think. Oh, we might actually hold off on that for the pay-per-view, just because the pay-per-view is going to need a bigger card. I'll see. I'll think about that in the future. I think we've got a match then to open up. We do. The Dudley Boys beat Furnas and LaFont in about 8.5 minutes when Bubba defeated Phil LaFont by pinfall to 3D. Good work overall. The Dudleys back on track. Remember, they're looking for that tag team title opportunity they were supposed to get, and then it was given to the Stormtroopers because the Stormtroopers kept beating up the Hardys. Scummy stuff. But anyways, afterwards, we get a literal continuation of that. As the new tag team champions of the world, Lance Storm and Chris Candido, come out onto the stage with Dawn Marie and Tori Wilson, and Bubba Ray and Devon, holler up to them, hey, we're ready for war if you guys are, and you better be, because we're going to kick the shit out of you. Oh, my brother, testify. Good old. We had a promo from Tommy Dreamer. He's with Beulah, of course, backstage, and he says something needs to change. It's been too long now that I've been complacent with my place. I don't remember a high-profile match I've won in the past number of years. Is that a problem? Probably. It is probably a problem. Something needs to change, and I don't know what it is. I don't know right now. I have to think on some stuff. I just don't know what to do. Thanks for your time either way. And Tommy leaves with Beulah, and he's obviously going through some stuff. We've seen this from Tommy Dreamer before, but never, I think, to this degree, where he is finally, contemplating a full-on change. We get a match here, actually a really good match here from Christian Cage, as in about that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Jerry Lynn defeats Christian Cage in about 8:10 by pinfall with a cradle pile driver. I finally fixed up some of the finishers. You're going to see more of that probably later. Good little match right there. I hope you can't hear my dog, because It's a fucking zoo in here. They'll just make whatever noises they want. I don't know where that cat's going. He's just, like, walking away. God, I really should just clear them all out of this room before I start recording. But then they're at the door, and they're just yelling. They're like, let me in. We had an interview with Chris Jericho. Joey Styles is backstage, and he says, Chris, we haven't seen you for a couple weeks here now on Hardcore TV, or in the company in general. What are you planning going forward? And Chris says, Joey, I've got my eyes on something. I've got my eyes on something pretty important, and I'll let you know next week. Matter of fact, I'll show you next week. Whipwreck cuts a promo on Kurt Angle. He's got his television championship that he had just won, and he says, Angle, you may have a bigger pedigree than me. You may be bigger than me. You may be smarter than me, probably. You're definitely more athletic than me. You're definitely more naturally gifted than me. But the one thing you're not is Mikey Whipwreck. Kurt, I've been here for a little while, and I've got a quality about me. I have an ability to do things that other people just can't. I pull one out of the hat every once in a while. And, you're talking about luck, right? You're talking about me getting lucky. You're damn right I got lucky. I've been lucky my whole life. But I only need to be lucky for 3 seconds against you. And I've been lucky for those 3 seconds before. What are the odds of doing it again? And that's next week. Wait, no, that's not next week. What do we have? We have Scorpio, Douglas, and the world title match. Yeah, wow, okay, no, that's not then. This might also go on the pay-per-view, or, no, we'll probably blow it off sooner. It is a TV title thing, so we'll probably blow it off sooner. We get a match here as CM Punk beats Big Dick Dudley. First time we've seen Big Dick in, I think, like 8 months or so in this game. He beats Big Dick by submission with an Anaconda Vice. Told you I fixed the finishes. All right match here overall. Punk doing work. He's pretty good at this age. 74 B- as Percy Pringle cuts a promo on behalf of his monster, his destroyer, Abyss. And he talks about Sabu. These two are going to tear each other apart. God, I have to blow this off, too. Whew. Okay. We might do a brief change of plans. Okay, we're going to move. I feel like lay this out on the fly, and I apologize if I kind of said that I knew what I was doing in the last episode. I didn't. We're probably going to do Abyss Sabu and the world title match on this upcoming television special next week. So it'll be the Abyss Sabu rematch and Raven Rob Van Dam as a rematch. Both of them, and then we'll do the TV title the next week. And then, what was the other match I was thinking of putting on there? Douglas Too Cold. Douglas Too Cold. I could always push Whipwreck Angle back to the pay-per-view. Because Douglas Too Cold kind of needs something going for it. We'll see. I've got an idea now in my head. I've got kind of the map. 89A. It's just a hype video package hyping up the world title bout next week. We see RVD training in like a really nice gym, and then Raven training in like an alleyway. And yeah, that's, just kind of the general video package. We're hyping up the fact that these two, they fought before. RVD was outsmarted. Raven had more goons than he thought. Now that kind of RVD knows what he's up against, will he be able to come out victorious? He's done it before. I don't think he literally has done this specific thing before, but he's done probably something like this before. We get a match here as Tosatsuba pick up a victory over Danny Doring and Amish Roadkill in 425 when Tajiri defeated Danny Doring by pinfall with a Shindaniku. Yeah, pretty good bout there overall. Always good to get Roadkill and Danny Doring on the show when I can. Our on-site jobbers, our in-house job crew. Pretty good setup right there. Tajiri got a new psychology spot, so fuck yeah. And before our main event tonight, Too Cold Scorpio versus Mike Awesome. We've got the Hardy brothers, and they're a little upset they lost their tag belts. We kind of see them moping around a little bit, but still being positive, right? They're positive guys, right? They're living the dream, if you will. So, it's not that big of a stretch to say that whatever's got them down now, they're going to rise above in just a little bit. Sorry, I keep sniffling. 78B, really, really good. And with that, had great wrestling, a decent crowd reaction. Too Cold Scorpio defeats Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome's been pretty highly protected, I think, over this series. So Too Cold getting a victory over him shows that I believe a little bit in Too Cold Scorpio. He beats Mike Awesome in 15:53. Yeah, 15:53. I don't know why I paused on that. By pinfall, the Scorpio Splash. Big win for Too Cold Scorpio. He's got a lot of momentum leading into his match against Shane Douglas. Or does he? 77B, Shane Douglas comes out, just drops Too Cold, beats him down, sends a message to close out the show. He will not be replaced. Oh, God, that sounds like it's a racial thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. Overall, this show gets a 83B+, up in 7. We're really doing quite a really good job on these shows, like getting pop still. Mostly because, like, Raven's taken that next step. Raven's brought in a lot of really good stuff. RVD and Taz have taken that next step, and Douglas has been really good for a very long time. And I'm kind of only realizing it now that I can use him to the degree that I use him. He's very useful, I guess, is where I was going. Anyways, let's look around here a little bit. Incoming for WF, Raven joins XPW, Bill Eadie, Blank Warrior, Cheerleader Melissa, Raven signs with XPW, Doug Furnas booking complaint. Fuck off, Doug Furnas. I'm not booking you better because you say it. Oh, good God, I'm so sorry I keep sniffling. I should mute myself, but I'm lazy, and I don't get paid to do this. Quite literally, I do this because I feel like it, so you're going to have to deal with it. What are his best matches been? Okay, so they're all kind of similar. That's good to know. We are his number one employer, right? Like, I think so. Like, that's just... whatever. If we lost him for 1 week, it wouldn't break my heart. But I don't think he's going to skip our show to go to an XPW show. Okay. Overall, I'm pretty alright with that. We've got some people off for maternity leave soon. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Stevie has a fractured cheekbone for 3 more days. That's okay, though. Hold on. You're going to see some behind-the-scenes action. You ready? Make sure to save before I go. This is... I think I've shown this a couple times. This is the save that I use to just... It was my original test save when I was trying to figure out what the money situation looked like in this company. I did a month and kind of just tracked the money. But I use it to keep up with the schedule. So yeah, our next show is House Party. So Hardcore House Party, I don't know why I saved it. There's literally like nothing ever done in this save. But yeah, Hardcore House Party, or I guess not Hardcore House Party, just ECW House Party, 1999, and that is next week. I'm gonna have to fix that up. I wonder, is that the first time I've run this on this computer? I think it might be. Nope. No, it is not, because, oh, I'm so sorry again about that. Yeah, I got the new computer, of course, a little while ago. Quite a while ago now, but I wasn't sure how far we've gotten, since then. So yeah, House Party will be next week. It is our television special. We've got Rob Van Dam challenging Raven for his ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Actually, we could probably do 3 matches. We definitely could, with an hour and a half. World title match. Definitely got to do Abyss Sabu. And let's do Douglas Scorpio. Okay? We'll do the 3 of those. So your card for next time up, Douglas Scorpio, Abyss Sabu, and the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, Raven defending against Rob Van Dam. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Talk. Signing out.